This is the one supplement you should avoid. This is not a dig at this Transparent Labs creatine H&B, and it's not even a sponsored thing either. Well, this would be, if it was a sponsored thing, this wouldn't be a very good thing. If it was. It's kind of fallen over the wayside, I guess. You don't see it much. In fact, you don't even see it in pre-workouts, post-workout supplements, nothing like that. Transparent Labs, I've added it to their creatine. You can also buy H&B on its own in many supplement stores as well. First things first, with H&B, it smells like sweaty armpits. So bear that in mind if you do take it or you are looking to take it. But that is not the reason to avoid it. The reason to avoid H&B is the dodgy data that was published to promote this particular supplement, not this particular supplement, but to promote H&B. And this data came out from Wilson and colleagues in 2014 and also by Lowry and colleagues in 2016. These were the two, I guess you could say, seminal papers that put H&B on the map. And there are multiple problems with these studies, but I'll list some of the main ones in this. Now, the first one is the study funding. And the study was funded by a company that makes or patented their own forms of H&B. I think 5 different kinds of H&B that are used by supplement companies worldwide. At that time, Celltech was big. I think they may be one of the first companies to really sell H&B, and these studies were kind of used to push that. Now, there's nothing wrong or inherently wrong with a company funding their own studies for their supplements. There is just no way that these supplements would get any research done in the real world without that funding, because people, universities, donors, etc., they're not donating money to go research some random sports supplement. They're donating money for cancer research, life-saving research, etc. This stuff is sports science supplements. This is like the bottom of the totem pole. Maybe you get a few dollars or nothing to do any kind of research. So it being funded by this company, that's a huge red flag for conflict of interest just right there. Then if I show you this graph by Elite Nutrition Coaching, he put this together comparing 4 different studies. And as you can see on the very left in 1996 is a steroid study. So they gave participants 600 milligrams of testosterone per week. And you can see the gain in lean muscle mass on there. And you can also see from the there's another study in it, but we'll just ignore that one. The 2014 and the 2016 studies that I just referenced at the beginning. And as you can see in these Wilson and Lowry studies, changes in lean muscle mass increases similarly or greater than the steroid study. So essentially what we're saying is, and what these studies are suggesting, is that H&B is better than using steroids for gaining muscle mass. Now, anyone with one brain cell and some common sense would think about that and be like, that doesn't make any sense. If there was a supplement that was strong enough and powerful enough to show gains as powerful as steroids, it would be banned instantly from competitive sport. That hasn't happened. H&B is still on the market, still available. You can take it all you want. There's more issues with these studies around participants, about control groups, how control groups didn't see any gains from these training programs, even though they ate an adequate protein diet. There's problems within the groups where all participants saw very similar changes in muscle mass or in weight gain, etc., which doesn't really make much sense either, because there's a lot of variation between participants typically. So, something fishy was going on, within these 2 studies in particular to promote H&B. So, if there's one supplement you want to avoid, other than branched chain amino acids, you can go watch that video after this, because branched chain amino acids are also not needed once you hit your daily protein intake. No further benefits to strength and muscle mass. You can add H&B to that list. You do not need it. Within this supplement, this creatine supplement, it doesn't really make a difference, except you're just paying more for it because you're paying for an extra ingredient. So just bear that in mind. So if you have H&B in the house, you might as well throw it in the bin. If you were looking at getting H&B, don't do it. And if you didn't even know anything about H&B, now you know. So make sure you get down in the description as well and comment below. Was this helpful? Let me know if you want me to cover any other topics in further videos.